There will be no introduction to this video. I am going to get straight to the point because this is actually a serious video. Xbox fans, y'all need to hold each other accountable for how you're acting and the racism that you display here on Twitter and on YouTube. I'm sorry, you do. The PC guys see it, the Nintendo guys see it, the PlayStation guys see it. Apparently, you guys do not see it. So what happened today is Optimus Code did one of his biblical YouTube Twitter space documentaries, all that jazz that he does, whatever. And I came in. And I made a lot of good points. And one thing I will say is thank you, Luca. Luca's the only one that gets through it nice, quick, and concise. Everybody else wants to act like they're your granny and tell you a whole goddamn story. Get to the point. We don't need to hear about BLM, Brazilian history, white people in space, riots. Stay on the damn topic. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you. Every side in the gaming community has faults. The PC gamers are overrun with chicken strangling teenage virgins who confuse being edgy and being racist. Hence, I do not associate with the current generation of PC gamers. I do not. I've gone in on them. I've gone in on them hard. You know who these people are. These people like Rags, these people like Fratanga, all those anime teenage losers, you know who they are. Nintendo fans, they're just, they're completely delusional and they think they're above criticism, but I don't think they're really hateful. Sony fans are pretty much just riding the bandwagon of being in first place and the arrogance, but the Xbox guys, people, oh boy. They have been beaten down so much and so harshly. All they have is hope. Hope wrapped in their xenophobic, extreme tribalist, racist views. They even try to compare the way they are treated in gaming to being oppressed. Yes, that's how crazy it is. Now, when I first came in here in 2009, I was primarily an Xbox gamer. You had guys like myself, MLD, Hellhound 30X, Solid Rev, Dumars. None of these guys were saying any racist bullcrap like the current crop of Xbox guys has been over the last 3 to 5 years. It did not exist. Period. Honestly, it's just a loser's mentality that the Xbox guys have had since 2013. Ever since the debut of TV, this is how it's been. None of these issues were ever a thing when the 360 was proving itself to be the pivotal standout console of generation. But let's look over some things, shall we? T-Reaper, big Xbox guy, claims he hates Japanese people, was pissing on a picture of a PlayStation in the toilet. Erock X7, whatever his name is, pulls out a gun, claims he hates Japanese people, claims he hates white people. Unless they like an Xbox, then you're okay from racism. Livewire's games hates white people, hates Japanese people. Unless you like Xbox, is a racist. Crap Gamer was calling people Japanese rice eaters. Dealer Gaming has been known for its past racial and homophobic insults. Xbox Milground went to court over fanboyism, hates Japanese people, and was actually making fun of the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Ash Villain has been pulling guns out on people and threatening them and their families. Hebot has been known to outwardly show hate towards the Japanese. Xbox One Infinity threatened to break somebody's neck over gaming. How do y'all not see this? And y'all want to talk about, oh, it's just PlayStation fans trying to drag you. No, they're pointing it out. That y'all need to clean up your own streets. That y'all need to clean up your own house. Period. I mean, come on. Japanese rice eaters, Japanese handouts, Japanese undermining American consoles, Hiroshima, atom bombs, support America first, World War II, Xbox gamers are being oppressed. Like, what are you talking about? This has Nothing to do with Nintendo gamers, PlayStation gamers, or PC gamers. And you're talking about time to debunk the BS narrative of an Xbox? No. This has been around since any of you losers have been here on Twitter, since any of you New Age Xbox losers have had YouTube channels, since any of you New Age guys who I barely even know who you are have even been around. So don't try to come in here now into a community that's existed since 2009 and try to tell me and others how it's been. You're not going to do that. Look at this. E-Rock X. Why are you so anti-Japan? Why am I so anti-Japan? These people don't even hide it. They are proud of it. Hebot. Xbox community. It's time to call out Japanese developers and publishers for not putting their games on Xbox. Why do gamers keep thinking it's Xbox fault for more Japanese games are not on Xbox consoles? Wake up. Today's Japanese developers' logic has me angry. Japanese developers like Sega, Atlas, Square, and Namco need to show Xbox gamers more respect. And yet, you call them rice eaters, saying that they're giving out Japanese handouts, and you insult them and you make fun of them, and then you expect them to put their games onto your preferred platform who shows hatred, disdain, and racism towards them. Livewire's gamer, again, like I said, doesn't like Japanese people and doesn't like white people unless you like Xbox. Imagine that. Let's take it even further. 30-year-old group therapy sessions blame racism for Xbox's struggles. Yes, you remember the mooch? Japanese buy only Japanese products and defend their brand at all costs. Americans hate U.S. products and bash their country. Shaking my head. Hashtag Captain America. I believe it, and I know this is real. The hate is real. All USA and UK should not support Sony. And you know that? Notice the funny thing is, this isn't a Japanese thing and a Nintendo thing. It's a Japanese thing and a Sony thing. Their hatred literally only exists because Sony is whooping that ass. That's all. Unbelievable. E-Rock, again, probably on order count. If you didn't have any intention of buying an Xbox or own an Xbox, if your breath smells like sushi, you might want to stay out of this thread. If your breath smells like sushi. Really. I get it now. You're another Jap-loving Sony BS swallower. Enjoy your conference full of lies and misinformation. The F are you on here if this doesn't apply to you? Go watch some anime. These are the people you support and claim don't exist. The mooch again. Where is Japan? This just in. Sushi is the least liked food in the United States, aka who gives a shit? And you look at his avatar, like these people aren't even trying to hide their xenophobic racism. Blackie Lebowski does another video on my Twitter, claims he doesn't stalk me. You are the N-word, Bond. Do a video on that next. Holding guns out for the Xbox guys. World is small. You see me, you will apologize on a video or you will be next. Holding out a machete. Y'all Xbox guys really need to get out of these Twitter spaces and you really need to get into reality. This whole Xbox gamers are racist and don't like the Japanese and have a nationalist, xenophobic sense of entitlement to made in America, even though the Xbox is manufactured in Japan. In China. Y'all need to accept it. This is happening under your nose. And you saying, oh, there's a couple Sony guys doing this and a couple Nintendo guys doing that and a couple No, don't shift the blame. Don't do that. Do not do that. See, that is absolutely crazy, especially coming from black people in this podcast. cops kill people, and you go, oh, it's only a ham. No, 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 no. You want the cops to hold other cops accountable. You don't want to hear any mess out of, oh, it's only just a couple of cops. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. It's been a big deal. It's been a big deal since 2014. And y'all are ignoring it. And the funny thing is, you know it's happening. You just have too much pride in this fake, fictional console war. Because you have no life. I'm sitting in here listening to this, commentating on Twitter, and laughing. And instead of you even addressing anything I say, you removed me from the space. You could have said, hey, Bond, you want to come in and talk on this? You didn't need to because you heard what I said on the Optimus Code space, but you removed me. And you removed Hustle and Motivate, who's also a cool dude. So we already know what kind of clowns you are. Look, I don't got problems with the Xbox fan base. We have Smooth On. We have plenty of Xbox guys on Weapon Wheel all the time. But some of y'all losers that hop in these spaces every day, crying, bitching, complaining, moaning, y'all need to stop. Do y'all have games to play? Apparently not. What happened to, oh, I have Game Pass and 400 games to play. We have so much to play, I don't even know what to play. This is exactly why games sell majority on PlayStation and on Xbox. Y'all don't even play games. Y'all would rather be up here on Twitter and on Twitter Spaces crying. I'm Black Bond. You want to get at me? Get at me. You want to get on Weapon Wheel and, explain your grievances? Come on. Removing people from your space and blocking people on Twitter and living in your own echo chamber to be embarrassed and humiliated by people like me, that ain't helping you. Just saying. I'm Black Bond. I'm out.